Hey folks, a lot of you know that I've been using Rocky Mountain hunting calls for a long time. Some of these have a lot of wear and tear on them. And right now, there's the opportunity to buy a whole, array of Rocky Mountain hunting calls that are being licensed with the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. So in addition to getting really, really good calls, you also are supporting the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. If you see this logo, you know that you're supporting elk habitat, elk conservation. And I just want to show you which ones are available. The first one is this threat bugle tube, and you'll see there's a spring in this one. And Rocky has patented all this and figured out that if you put a spring in there like that, it allows you a great amount of volume, allows that octaves to really slide instead of just drop off. And if you like really low raspy growls, you can do that in a smaller call than this big, I call it the bully tube, that you can see this one's got a lot of wear and tear, but this threat bugle, just a little smaller version, but because of the spring, you can get all the same volume, a lot of the other stuff that you would get out of the bigger call. This one here is called the Selectable, and you notice it's got this accordion style tube extender here. A lot of people, either they get a gag reflex when they use a diaphragm call like I use, or they're just new to elk calling, and this is the easier way. Rocky will tell you it's the most flexible, adaptable, versatile call that he's probably ever made. And if you don't like a diaphragm call, if it gives you the gag reflex, or you just want something that's easy to start with, and you're just getting the hang of this, you know, all you do is you bite down right here, and you put your bottom teeth right there, and just blow it. It's about as easy gets. Then we have, here's an open reed call. This is the Who's Your Daddy. You'll see a lot of times we have these open reed calls stuck in just right here, handy on the side of our bino pouches. And this is mostly if you're wanting to imitate calf noises, cow calls. And if you want something that's that real nasally or even to that chirping point, the Who's Your Daddy is what you're gonna wanna do. I don't know if you can see that little white peg in there. They call it a dual tone button, and when you have it in your mouth, you just squeeze down on it, and it'll give you a whole nother range of tone that you can get to. Would be remiss if we didn't talk about the Raging Bull diaphragm calls. You can see that there's the palate plate, and the whole idea where Rocky came up with this and has since been imitated is that the further forward you can put this in your mouth, almost right behind your teeth, the less gag reflex you're gonna have. The more you can use your tongue to do a whole range of tones and sounds and volumes. I don't know that you're gonna find a better set of calls than the diaphragm calls, this Raging Bull set that Rocky and the folks at Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls have come up with. And then the last one is, this is an interesting one. It's called the Rattle Cage. And Rocky was telling me about it. And he said, well, you think about how often we hear elk just sparring out in the hills, and a lot of times that sparring attracts other bulls, kind of like it does in the whitetail world. And Rocky said, I'm not gonna carry two big elk antlers out in the woods with me. I need something smaller and he was explaining to me his normal application that he sees for this, it's new this year, is guys hunting tree stands, guys hunting blinds. Usually they're doing that over wallows or over water. And if you can use this plunger and just make a little bit of noise, a lot of times those bulls will come in like, who's fighting over there? And that's your chance to take advantage of them. So there you have it, folks. You can purchase these Rocky Mountain hunting calls at Cabela's, Sportsman's Warehouse, or your favorite local dealer. And when you do, you're gonna get the best elk calls on the market. And when you buy the ones that have the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation RMEF logo on them, you're gonna be supporting elk and elk conservation. Thanks for watching.